Hi everyone, my name's Simon. Welcome back to Walking with Whitey. And in this episode, I'm back on Dartmoor. It is a lovely evening. It's about 6 o'clock. The plan is going to do 2 or 3 tours this evening, and then we're going to summit camp on the highest point on Dartmoor, which is High Willhays. And I have a special guest with me today. One of my oldest and bestest mates, Monkey's back. You'll remember him from Dartmoor Part 2. So let's get up there, see what kind of views we're going to get. I think they're going to be pretty good. So we're currently heading up to our first tour, which is Mill Tor. It's straight from the car park. It's quite a climb to the top. It's just perfect conditions though.
Yeah, it is.
Look at this. Yeah. Here we are, our first tour on this outing, which is Mill Tor. You can just see it was a short hop from the car, which is just there. Just see Oakhampton in the far distance. That's Yes Tor. That's where we're heading next. Making good progress with the locals watching on. Good evening. Good evening. Not far from the top now, but as I swing round. So there's Mill Tor, where we just come from. Look at it, absolutely stunning. Here we are, approaching Yes Tor. Here we have one of the many sentry posts that are dotted around the edge of the training area. And you've got the flagpole and the trig point up top. Bit of a scramble. Probably picked a harder route, if I'm honest. Here it is, trig point. Yes Tor, 619 metres, and I believe the second highest point on Dartmoor. Look at this. Such a beautiful evening. I just love how all these tours are so weathered, how they formed like over billions of years. They've withstood everything that humans have thrown at them, and they'll probably be here long after we're gone. As you all know from my previous Dartmoor episodes, it's my aim to bag all the tours on Dartmoor. There's over 180 of them, and I'm starting from scratch. I think I'm on about 10 or 11 now, so barely even started. But it's fun doing it. It really is fun when you get evenings like this and views like this. So just headed along relatively flat ground. Look at this conditions. There's hardly a breath of air. Here we are, High Willhays, highest point on Dartmoor. And this is where we're going to camp tonight. Look at this. There are other campers here, so we're going to find a nice secluded spot. That's it. Wind's coming that way. I'm gonna be here with my door that way, I think. Yeah, about that angle, I reckon. Okay, so here we go. First time setting up the Durston X-Dome in anger. I think the wind's breezing up to about 15 miles an hour tonight, so yeah, I think it should be all right. I've got a couple of guidelines as well if needed, but I am excited to be getting this one out and ready. Couldn't believe it, 6 days from Canada to my door.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Just get that one, first one staked in. So. Look at that. Happy with that so far.
Is that a 2?
Look at that.
Or a 1?
That's a 1+. So that's both of us now set up for the evening. And we've got 2 tents that I absolutely love. So let's have a closer look. First of all, at the Durston X-Dome 1+. That's hot off the press from Canada. As you can see, absolutely bags of room inside. I'm going for my head up this end. Just going to give it a go because I'm right next to the vestibule. That's, you know, the wide part of the vestibule. But look at all that room. That's my big Agnes Rapide SL in there. Regular wide, no problem whatsoever. And all my kit at the bottom. And all my cooking equipment and my backpack there. As we go around the tent, the wind is coming from this way. It's only going to be gusting up to probably 10 to 15 miles an hour tonight. So I've guyed out that side of the tent, but as you can see here, it is solid. So I've fashioned my own guy lines with quick pulls. Got one on the back there. Got 2 here. And 2 here. But as you can see, it's absolutely solid. Let's just open that. I don't think there's going to be any danger of condensation tonight if I leave that open. The wind's coming this way through there. Moving on, this is Monkey's tent, but as you know, I own it too. The Otimos Nomad Solo. I was just thinking about it then. The Otimos Nomad Solo, again, which I absolutely love. Just look how tight it is. And you can almost bang it like a drum. It is so tight. And look at all the room. And he's got a big Agnes in there with his EV200. And he's going to be absolutely snug. Got a lovely pillow there. And his bag in the vestibule. Absolutely love the tent. But we're both facing this way because that's going to be our sunrise tomorrow at roughly about 6:30. And the way the weather's looking, it's looking like we might actually get one. But for now, we're just going to sit and chill, get some food on, and just admire the view and the sunset. So apart from the new tent, another thing that I want to share with you is the new puffer jacket. Now this is my bargain. I got it secondhand. It's a Hagloff limb barrier. I'm brand new, they're £250, but I got this secondhand. It's in brilliant condition for £50, which is, and it is, there is a bit of a breeze tonight, and it is nice and snug and warm. It's only 250 grams, whereas my rab was just under 500 grams, so saving a little bit of weight there. So I'm happy with that. So I've also traded up my jet boil. It's done a fantastic job, but it's getting on a bit in age. And there's some features on these new stoves that I really do like. So I've now got the OEX Hierro. And what I really do like about this is, first of all, it's got the handles, which my old jet boil didn't have. And it's also got the clicker to start the stove, which again, my old jet boil didn't have. So I'm going to get some food on with this now and see how we get on with it. Boil up some water. On the menu tonight is adventure food, pasta bolognese. Now I had the pasta carbonara last time and I was really impressed with it. It wasn't the best tasting, but what I loved about it is how it bulked out, and it was a really good portion. And the same thing has happened here with this pasta bolognese. I don't know whether you can see that, but you've got a substantial amount in here. It does actually taste very nice. I'm still going to put a bit of Tabasco sauce in it to spice it up a bit, but that's really good. I think these are my new favourite, if I'm honest. And I'm going to keep going with these for my evening meals for a while and have the boil in the bags for breakfast. So that's me, all fed, watered, getting ready for bed. Temperature has dropped quite a bit, and it's now down to about 7 degrees. We're right on top here, quite exposed. There is a little bit of a wind, but not much, but it is keeping the temperature low. It's absolutely clear outside as well. I've tried to take some pictures and I hope they come out all right. So far, the solid inner on the Durston seems to be doing okay. It's 11.9 degrees in here as opposed to 7 outside, so that's doing all right. I think that with my sleeping bag should be enough for tonight. So unless anything happens throughout the night, I'm going to say goodnight and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It's 5:15 and it's starting to get light, so I think it's time to get up and see if there's going to be a sunrise. So the temperature dropped to 7 degrees last night outside, and it's a nice 12.5 degrees inside this solid inner of the X-Dome, which is good. Apart from the initial getting in last night, once I warmed up, I stripped off some layers and it was lovely and toasty in here, which is nice. I also got up about 1 o'clock in the morning and took some photos of the stars and the tent because it was all nice and clear. Hopefully they came out all right. If they did, I'll put a selection of them up right now. It's about half an hour until sunrise, and this is the view that we're going to have before the world wakes up. thought it'd be nice to give you a bit of an orientation. So we're currently looking north towards Yes Tor, and beyond that would be Oakhampton and Oakhampton Camp. I pan around to the east where the sun will be rising. You keep heading that way, that'll be Exeter and beyond. South here's the cairn, and just behind it, if you can see it, is the flashing lights of the Carridon mast, which is North Hessery Tor by Princetown. And beyond that would be Plymouth and Plymouth Sound. And then round to the west, and that's into Cornwall. I can't wait for this sunrise. I think it's going to be an absolute belter. Either Monkey is vaping like a good un, or he started smoking, or he's got the kettle on. There we go, look. Perfect. Look at that. Coffee with a view. Had a bit of condensation problems last night in the Otimos, didn't you, mate?
Yeah, all the gear outside drying.
All the gear's outside drying, yeah. That's
Dripping inside here.
dripping. Well, yeah, I've got a little bit of condensation on the inside of the Durston, but because I've got high sides outside, the wind's coming underneath quite nicely. But that's the problem with four season tents. A lot of condensation, but it's not something that you've encountered yet, and you've used this, what, 4 times?
Yeah, but I think the thing is, this is the coldest temperature I've used it in.
Is it?
It's been above 15 the last 3 times I've used it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. And it doesn't matter whether you pay thousands of pounds for 4 season tent, you're always going to get condensation as well. The old faithful, sausage and beans. And here it comes. Look at this. I think I'm just going to sit here, enjoy my breakfast, enjoy my coffee, and watch what is going to be probably one of the best sunrises I've seen in a very, very long time. Cheers. Here's to a brand new day.
Where is it?
Look at that. Look at the size of you.
Beetle.
Big purpley black beetle. Oh, don't go in there. Look at the purple on it. I wonder what kind of beetle that is. Anyone knows? Let me know. So that's us packed up, ready to move on. As you can see, leave no trace. But what an absolutely stunning place it was. Old Monkey ready to go with the sun in behind him. So that's us coming down off High Willhays now, heading towards our first tour of the day, which should be Dinger Tor. Now this is a different kind of view, but it's spectacular nonetheless. We're looking south direction now towards Princetown. As I pan around, you've got Lintz Tor, which we're not doing today, in the middle distance, but this valley is absolutely spectacular that you can see here. And High Willhays, where we've just come from. Not the tallest of tours, but it's a tour nonetheless. Conditions are good at the moment. There's a slight breeze, sun's out, everyone's happy. Now we're going to head off in a sort of easterly direction and pick up the next tour. Happy days. Here we are on East Mill Tor, and you get a really good view of the tors that are surrounding it. Right in front of us now in the distance is Road Tor, then up to West Mill Tor, Yes Tor, High Willhays. Just off the back there is Tor. And then as you come round, in the distance there, you've got Stepperton Tor. Comes down to Oak Tor here, and then around to Durston Tor. We're heading back down the track in this direction to Road Tor, and then just to the left of Road Tor is where our cars are, and that's where we'll finish off. Absolutely loving it this morning. We couldn't have wished for a better day. There's a nice breeze on top here, which is keeping the temperature off us, but it's already very hot today. Morning.
Get a bit aggressive. Can be.
Here we are at the last tour of this walk, which is Road Tor, and you can see West Mills there where we started yesterday, and just below that is the car which I'll head to now. Someone's pitched a house up there. Sounds like they're having fun. Right, I think that might be a good time for me to sign off on this episode. I hope you've liked and enjoyed what you've seen. If you have, it will mean a heck of a lot to me if you could like and subscribe to the channel. As always, it seems to be growing really well. I'm chuffed to bits of how it's going. I'm going to continue to make content weekly. So every Friday at 12 o'clock for the foreseeable future, I will be releasing something. Every other Friday, it will be either a hike, a wild camp, something like that. And on the alternate Friday, it'll more than likely just be a back garden episode of me doing something, chatting about a piece of kit and equipment, or just having a chat about something in general. I've had a fantastic time on this walk, especially with my bestest and oldest mate, Monkey. We've completed 6 tours in total, and I think by the end, it's going to be about 7 miles walked, with quite a bit of elevation as well. And the highest peaks on Dartmoor, bagged. There's nothing left for me to say apart from take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.